Okay, tonight we're gonna talk all the details about the new getaway. Who's excited? Drop in the chat. Who's excited? Who's excited about the getaway? They dropped the new getaway. In case you were not aware, they dropped the new getaway. We have the details for this getaway, but we do not know where yet. It is still a mystery. They like to keep us on our toes, apparently, every single time. But Bobby and I have only been here for 2 years, so for us, it has been every single time. Oh, there's a few more popping in. Hi. Okay. Throw in some guesses. Where do you guys think it's gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be out of the States, or do you think it's gonna be in the States? Florida, Texas, California, maybe. Where else? Las Vegas. They've done this Las Vegas before. I've seen. They go that one. But I'm curious. I have no idea where it's gonna be. Last time they did the mystery, they dropped it, and it was in Riviera Maya. It was in Riviera Maya last October. And with this trip, we had, oh my gosh, if I count on all of our hands, so there's like Bobby, Kathy, Jaxie, me, who else went on that trip with us? Ashley Cornett qualified for it. Kaylee qualified for it. We had like 7 to 8 people qualify for this trip when we were still a brand new baby team. Like at the 4K level, at the 12K, at the 40K, like this is doable. This is doable for us, team. And that's why I wanted to get on here and talk about how doable it is for us.
How long are you here for?
Yes.
Well,
There we go. How doable it is for us to earn this retreat at the individual level, but it's also a team getaway that helps you earn this vacation as well. So there's no I in team, and there's no way that we can earn these kinds of vacations if it was just up to us. Literally, like it's not possible. So this really takes a team function. There's a big functionality within the team to be able to earn these kinds of retreats. And we're going to go over how to do that tonight as a team and try out a new system. We're going to see how it works. We've never done this before as a team, but we're going to try it out and see how it works. I've been doing it with Bobby, whether she knows it or not. I've been doing it with Bobby for the last couple months and it's worked. So I'm going to try and see if we can implement that into the team. So we're going to go over the details of what the getaway is right now and breaking it down into like the absolute most simplest terms of and the puppy just like growled at me and took off. The simplest terms of how to earn this retreat, because it is doable. So at the 4K level, if you earn, do you have a pen and paper? If you guys have a pen and paper, to me, it helps to write this stuff down. We're visual beings. For me, like if I can write this stuff down, as soon as we get off, I'm gonna write down the qualifications on my whiteboard. So I know exactly what I have to get, what exactly I have to do, even though they drop the trackers, but still I'm able to see it every single day without having to log into my back office. I'm also fighting like some of a cold, so if I snort a little bit, I'm sorry. So at the 4K level, if you earn 4K 2 times out of the 3 months, so June, July, August, those are the qualifying months. If you earn 4K and you maintain it for at least 2 months, so say you earn 4K June and maybe something happens in July and you fall short by 1,000 or whatever, and you get it back in August, you still qualify, okay, at the 4K level. And at the bottom tier, the first tier, airfare is not covered in this one, but your hotel is, which is still a big part of it because the company likes to take us to really fancy places. So if we can get our hotels covered, it's still a really big bonus. And for PPA and for auto ships, those are almost always the qualifications for trip trackers, like always. It's like always going to be a given. The qualifications always change every single trip as far as we've known since we've been here for 2 years. For the 4K at the first tier, it's 1,000 PPA. 1,000 PPA is brand new orders. It has to be first time orders. It cannot be someone who has ordered as a customer and upgraded to a promoter and then ordered that way. That will not count. That's not PPA. They either order first as a customer or they order first as a promoter. Either way, whichever. But it has to be first time orders. QV is your qualifying volume that gets you to 4K. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, just drop it in the chat or just drop it in the chat. And we can go over that later and we can drop the Thrive definitions. So breaking that down for 1,000 PPA is doable. And there's so many different ways that you can look at this. Don't look at it as a certain amount of people. Like I need 8 people, I need 12 people. You could have 2 people and bust that out like tomorrow. You could have 27 people and bust that out in 2 months. Like it's dependent on the sales and the sales numbers. Okay. That's how I like to view things. That way I'm never treating someone as a number. I'm treating them as a person that I'm helping and getting them on the sale that they want and that they need. And if I can throw in some extra stuff because I have some credits to bump up that volume with that PPA order to earn a trip, I will. So breaking down that 1,000 PPA, it could be an 800 pack, 2 800 packs, or an 800 pack and a 200 pack, basically just to equal 1,000. It could be 5 200 packs. It could be 5.5 elite packs as a customer, saying that it's at the $180 value. Okay. You just take that 1,000 and you divide it by whatever like products that you want to stick with for the next 2 months. Okay. And use water real quick. So say that you have such a love for Sculpt. Sculpt's not one of my favorites, I'll be honest, but for some of you, like you love it and you have 20 bottles at home. Kathy, I'm looking at you. You have 20 bottles at home. Say over the course of the next month, you want to sell a crap ton of Sculpt. Take that 1,000 and divide it by whatever that value is. I think it's 36. That would be 27 Sculpts. Think about how much easier that would be to market that to your people. It's a lot of Sculpts. It's a lot of Sculpts, but at the $36 value, and say you offered them free shipping and you had extra credits in your account that you could get rid of, like you can knock that out like so fast, not even funny. And that is how another way we close gaps to earn these trips or to close gaps to earn bonuses. You break it down by volume, you divide it by whatever product that you want to start ripping out, and you just start shelling it out and marketing the crap out of it, talking about it in your stories. How does it help you? Why do you use it? Before and after pictures, progress pictures of you, someone else, infographics, whatever it is, not whatever it is, it's all of that. It's using a combination of all of that. Okay. Sorry, the sinus. Okay. And then for at the 4K level, you have that 1,000 PPA, which is your first time orders, right? You also need auto ship orders. This is one that is always on auto ship trackers. Always on trip trackers. My bad. My bad. On these trip trackers, it's auto ships. Every time that I've seen that they've dropped a trip, auto ships have always counted. Now, auto ships for the 4K is at 25. And same thing that we do with the PPA, we break it down to each month. But auto ships are, in my opinion, easier to hit because they can come from your new customers that order on auto ship because they get the better sale price that way anyways. And it helps you get Thriving for free, etc., and referrals, all of the above. Having someone order on auto ship is just automatically, is it 25 per month? No, 25 total. 25 total. That's it. 25 total. Auto ships is just something that is just like basic. It's just a given. Like it's a no-brainer for me just to enroll someone on auto ship because they get the better deal. They save anywhere from $15 to $40, and then they can cancel it the next day without even having to blink an eye, and you show them exactly how to. That's how you build that customer trust and that retention with them. So with 25 auto ships, Cynthia, great question. Or Stephanie, I don't remember who asked it, but it's 8 each month if you broke it down. That can come from new or your old customers that are already in the computer, have been ordering with you for months, okay? But here's the other thing. If you have been doing the work and you've been building your team, any of your team's customers' auto ships also count. They also count. That's how you knock them out so fast. And leadership team has something fun in store for you to help you get these knocked out so fast, okay? For you, for your team, because this is a team sport. Again, it's not an individual sport. This is a team sport. So we have something later for you guys to help knock this out together as a team. Okay. Any questions on that? How to break that down, why we do it that way, the mindset behind it, closing those gaps. Anything? Okay.
All right, couldn't unmute. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Thank you.
So it is auto ships just on the 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, 25th, correct?
For customers. No, hold on. But good question. So customers can be placed on auto ship anytime. So say I get Sally Sue from town and she wants to order Elite and she wants to order gummies. I can plug her into the computer as a customer and enroll her on the auto ship program because she's going to get the better price today at that sale. And then I'll tell her tomorrow we can go ahead and cancel that. There's no extra fees. There's no cancellation fees. There's no mandatory subscriptions, no mandatory auto ships, none of that. You can come and go as you want here. She orders on auto ship, bam, it counts. Now,
Cool.
For promoters, they're saying that they also count for this as well. And we also have a giveaway for our team to knock these out as well because it's a team sport. So Casey, to answer this question, promoters, since we can't just go in the system and order something on auto ship, we have to set it up on auto ship to run on those auto ship dates, the 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, or 25th. So as promoters or your glorified customers, keep them in mind, they have to set them up on those dates for it to run. So since the 5th already ran, if you didn't have one that ran on the 5th, you would have to set one up for at least $100. I'm pretty sure. We'll double check on that. I'm pretty sure because that's like the qualified and active price. So I'm guessing, but we'll follow up on that one. But has to follow up on the 10th. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, because when like they delete their auto ship and then they want to order again, I always put them on auto ship again. That was why I was wondering. I'm like, it always goes out that day. The order process is the day you make it. So, okay, cool. Thank you.
So with the trip trackers, I'm going to guess it's the same with Auto Elite, that we have to have those auto ship customers on there as well. A customer can only order once on auto ship in that month's time to account for Auto Elite. So I'm guessing that it's the same with trip trackers. If I have Grandma Connie order her bags of shakes that she loves so much, but later this month she wants to restock on her skincare and we order on auto ship, I think only the first order that she orders on auto ship will count, not the second. So one auto ship per customer per month. Okay, good. Okay, sick. So from there, we boogie up just, I don't know why I just said that. It was really weird. We go a little bigger. We go a little bit bigger into earning something extra, which is a really big thing called airfare. Get airfare. And this trip tracker is so cool because the middle tier covers the airfare of what's like I'm getting right now, offered right now to go to Cabo. It's $500 a piece for you and your guest to fly wherever we're going to. That is huge. They've never offered anything bigger than that. So for them to offer airfare for the second tier and your hotel fees, that's really nice. That's really nice. So we're going to break that down again to make it more achievable. Again, going by volume, what's needed there, not by the people, because we're serving them with what they need, not because we want the sale. It's going to be tough for some of us. And it's hard for me sometimes too. I have to remind myself when there's trip trackers on the line because I get competitive AF and I want to close gaps as fast as I can. So I can teach you guys some of the tricks on that, but we have to put the people first. Otherwise, we start losing people because they know that they're no longer a person in your eyes, a respected customer, they're a number. That's when people start to fall off with retention. So with the 4K, this is so cool. So you can earn 4K, you can earn 12K, you can earn 40K, you can earn 80K, and you could still get your airfare covered at $500 a piece, which is great. Like, that's great. It covers most of your airfare to most places. So if you earn 4K, you still need the 2,000 and the 50 people on auto ship. If you get 12K, 2,000 and 50 on auto ship, like, you still get the airfare. They're completely taking out the rank requirement on this trip, which is huge for our team. It's huge because we have a lot of girls that are at the 4K going for the 12K level, and we're working so closely with you ladies to build that up, and you have this unique opportunity to earn this trip with airfare. And you don't have to be at the 12K level like you have to in the past, which is really cool. I hope you guys see the value in that, because I do. It's really freaking cool. So 2,000 PPA, again, it's first time orders. Cannot be a customer with previous ordering history that upgraded to a promoter then ordered. It has to be first time order in general, okay? There we go, okay. So if we break that down, that's 2.5, 800 packs. If you wanna be a big baller, offer some cashback sales and like just knock it out like that. You can do that, you can do that. It's completely up to you, and it has to make sense for you and your finances. If you're running a cashback sale, it has to make sense for you and your family. Has to. I'm never going to say start dropping cashbacks, start dropping cashbacks. You have to be wise about it, okay? But when there's something like this on the line, consider it. I'm just saying consider it. So if you didn't want to do 800 packs, you went for 200 packs, it's just 10 200 packs. That's it. And that's over the course of 3 months. It doesn't have to be by the end of this month or by the end of July. That's over the course of 3 months. Otherwise, if you want to, again, be product specific and you wanted to pick the elite packs or the duo elite that are coming out at the end of this month, I'm so excited. Start giving out some FOMO on that side tip. You could break that down again, that 2,000 divided by 180 at that price point, that's 11 elite packs. That's it. 11, that's it. It's so doable. And start offering credits, not cashbacks, but promotions, giveaways, which we're going to drop tonight, so don't do that one yet. But sales, that's what I'm trying to say. Start offering sales now. Start offering sales now. Don't wait until the end of the month. Don't wait until you have 500 PPA gap to close or 1,000 PPA gap to close. Don't wait. Start now. Like, if this is a trip that you want to earn, I know we don't know where it's to yet. I don't know, but I know it's gonna be somewhere good because our company has high standards and they're classy. So I know it's gonna be somewhere good. But if this is a trip that you want to earn where it's basically gonna be free for you, you have to start now. I can't reiterate that enough. I'm hangry, so I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, but you have to start now with these bonuses. You have to start now with the closing the PPA and starting it, making a game plan. You have to start now. You cannot wait. If we sit around and we wait for, I had a girl the other day. I was talking with her and checking in with her, and it's not to throw anybody under the bus. And I'm never going to mention names, but she's like, it's summertime and things are really slowed down. Like, I hope things in my business pick up, but I don't like you're not in your stories. Like, you're not talking about the business. Like, you're not running sales. You're not talking about the products. You're not showing before and afters. Like, but you want the business to pick up. Like, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. We have to treat it like a 9-to-5 job, but we are responsible individually as leaders of our teams and even as our growing teams to be the ones to pick it up and move it ourselves. Just because it's summertime and the seasons change, like, that doesn't mean shit. Sorry, but it doesn't. Like, we have to be the ones to pick it up and move it if we want it to move. If we need it to take a step back, and it goes the other way too. If we need it to take a step back and we have a lot on our plates, we can do that too. We are in 100% control of what happens to our businesses, and we have to realize that from the beginning. So, okay, off my soapbox, but 2,000 PPA for 4K, 12K, 40, 80, whatever rank you want to get your 500 per person, you and your guests. So up to 1,000 covered for your airfare, which is a lot. It's a lot. 50 people on auto ship. Okay. Breaking that down to persons per month, old and new customers that are coming in, ones that are retained from you or your team, it's 16 a month. That's it. So if you have 3 working people on your team, or if you even have just one, but they have customers that they're helping, this is where it's good for you as a leader. It's good for you as an individual to be checking in with your customers. And we're going to go over that too in a second. It's good for you to be checking in with your customers and following up. How are they? Do they need any sales? Anything like that, like building that relationship with your customers as much as you are with your team. I don't talk to my customers the same way that I do as I do you ladies, obviously. But I have a different relationship with them that's is for the most part business. Is for the most part business. With you ladies, we screw around a lot. We have jokes and inside jokes and whatnot. So it's totally different here. But with customers, I still have a relationship with them to a point because I want to help them. And because of that, switching that mindset, I've been able to keep Auto Elite for the second month in a row on my account. And this last month on Scotty's, there was 15 customers on auto ship retained. And almost every single one of them have gotten credits, something back, free products, a card in the mail, something that is going to help me keep that relationship built with them because I value and I appreciate them like a lot. And a lot of them, I will straight up tell them, without you as my customer, without my loyal customers, like, this, you are the bread and butter to my business. Like without you, like, you know, you're the backbone of my business. And I tell them thank you frequently. So before we go into customer retention, kind of like the nooks and crannies of like how to do that, do we have any questions about the trip trackers? When we can go over the top tier too, but it basically just keeps what did I say earlier? But it keeps boogieing up. It just keeps growing larger with what's required, but 1,000 per person airfare is covered. That's insane. 1,000. So say that it was out of the country. Say that we were going back to Mexico. I think a lot of the girls that are going to Cabo at the end of this month, I think our airfare was anywhere from 12 to, oh God, some of the plane tickets I found early on were like 18 to 2,200. It's disgusting. So I know. So where the company's offering to pay for your airfare 1,000 a piece for like for you and your husband, you and your top leader, whoever you want to bring, that's big. Again, we've only been here for 2 years, but I've never seen them drop something like this before. This is a really big deal. So whatever level that you want to go to, stand strong by it. Stand strong by it. If you only shoot for the bottom basics, like you're probably going to, I don't mean this in a bad way, but you're going to be lucky to get there and accomplish that. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't. But when we only set our standards like to a certain bar, to a certain level, a lot of times we end up not putting in enough effort and work and like setting up ourselves for success without putting in those steps because we're only shooting for like the bare minimum. Okay. I'm not saying that the bare minimum, like the first tier of this is not good. Like it's still good. It's really good. And a lot of our girls are going to qualify at this tier and above. But what I'm saying for now, when you want to start on this, shoot for the top tier, shoot for that 100 people on auto ship, shoot for those 50 people on auto ship. Okay. Set the bar high, set your standards high, and set your level, like set it now. Okay. Okay. Any questions on the trip tracker, specifics on that, anything? Okay. Gucci. Okay. So with customer retention, I just want to touch on that just a smidge. Customer retention, I thought for the longest time was hard because I didn't know. I was overthinking it. I was overthinking it a lot with customer retention. When do I follow up with them? How do I follow up with them? When do I offer them credits? How much credits do I offer back to them? You know, when I see their post, do I keep commenting on it? Do I ask them, you know, if I can borrow their pictures? I don't know, like all this stuff would like run through my head, like overthinking it, which I know it's not new for me, but you overthink things a lot, us in general. So with customer retention, every single month, this is exactly what I do every single month. And dare I say it without it coming off wrong or in a bad way, I've finally gotten it to a point where it feels mundane. I mean this in the best way possible. I've gotten it to the point where it feels mundane. It feels like a job. It feels like something I need to check off my to-do list. And I mean that in a positive way because there's so many customers that I get to follow up with on the 4th, on the 14th, on what's the next one? The 24th, the 19th, 19th, and the 24th of every single month. I get to do that now. And it's something that I get to cross off my list every single time, every single month for 4 times a month on my account and Scotty's. So every single month on the 4th, sometimes I'll do it before. So like yesterday, and I'll tell you guys like this horrible experience I had this weekend. Actually, they don't always go well. They don't always go well, customer follow-ups, okay? I totally dropped the ball on this and it was like so bad. So learn from my mistakes. But it was good. It was good that it happened. So on the 4th of every month, I follow up with all of my customers, every single one, especially the ones that go into auto ships. Do you guys know how to, and most of your cameras are on, which I really appreciate too. Give me a thumbs up if you know how to generate your customer auto ship report. Good, good. And if you don't, like, please be honest. Okay, sick. Let's go over it real quick. There's a cool thing on here called screen sharing. Okay. Screen. Okay, I hope it's still recording. I hope, okay. I see Casey nodding. You're the only face I can see, so I'm gonna go off of your face. Don't memorize my password, guys. Okay, so we're logging in. This is our back office. This is so cool. And we go into my team, we go into my customers, and we go all the way over because I always work from my phone. So if it's different for you guys on your iPad, it will be very similar to this. So go all the way over till you see next auto ship, and you'll flick those arrows until you see all these numbers pop up. I've done this a few times before where I look at the wrong month. So make sure you're looking at the right month. So say 6/10 is the next auto ship that runs. I don't have anybody that's coming up on 6/10, but I have people that are running on 6/15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 on 6/15 that are running right here. And then I can also see on 6/20, 6/25, and so on. And then who just ran on 6/5 to basically follow up, see what they ordered, whatever else. That is oh gosh, how do I turn this off? There we go. Okay, so every single time that I go to check in with my customers, what's going on? Okay, am I good now? I think I'm good. Okay, so every time on the 4th, 5th, every time that there's an auto ship about to run, not when it's ran, it has to be before it's ran. I can't tell you the amount of customers that have said like, hey, I almost forgot. Thank you for checking in with me. And this is exactly what I sent one of my customers, and I should, okay. So I checked in with one of my customers yesterday because it was the 4th. This is exactly what I sent to her, and I can drop this in the chat too. Hi, looks like you have an auto ship coming out tonight. Hopefully you're able to log in and make changes to it or pause it since you bulk ordered on a sale not too long ago. She said that should be my HDS, but I'll go in and make sure. Thank you so much for the heads up. It was not her HDS. It was an entire new order of her classic with duo burns. That would have been like a $200 order. Had I not caught that, like she would have got charged again. And knowing my customers and having that relationship with them, I know that she ordered on, was it the Memorial Day sale when things were like 20% off? She bulk ordered. She like ordered 2 packs of that shit. Like I was no way would that be like a good move for me to make to just let that go because I need that sale, just because I need that PPA or I need that auto ship for these trip trackers. I would have lost a $300 customer had I pulled that card. No freaking way in hell. So every single time you go in to check your auto ships report, click on what they ordered and when they last ordered. That's part of knowing your customers and how to help them. Did you like your duo burns? How are you liking HDS? One of my other customers, I followed up with her. I asked her because she had her HDS about to run. And she said that she doesn't like the capsules. They're giving her stomach cramps, whatever. So I'm doing troubleshooting with that. Follow up with your customers regularly, but I try to keep it business because that's what we're here for. I try to. The other thing that I try to with my customers If I know that I have a bunch of my customers that are ordering on the 6th, on the 5th or the 10th, versus like the 20th or the 25th, I'll try to save my referral credits for those customers that have bigger orders. So say like that girl, Kelly, Toby, I can't remember her name right now, but say that Kelly went to go order her duo burns. That was going to be like a $200 order. I'm going to message her, hey, just want to follow up. I see your auto ship's about to run tonight. I went ahead and sent your sent credits into your account for $30 off. Thank you so much for thriving with me. Simple. That's it. Done. Go move the credits and get out. If she uses them and she has her credits enabled, or if she pauses her auto ship, like it's totally up to her, but I'm giving her that customer care and that support that she has that from me, like guaranteed. And a lot of my customers have been with me from the beginning since I started implementing that. And I've learned this from Coop. I didn't come up with this on my own. I'm learning it from other leaders every single month. Not very often will I go towards the end of the month and still have credits in my account. I will try to get rid of them with my customer retention as much as I can. Even if that means for the first time I had to do it last month was pull those out of my paycheck. I don't always recommend that, but I have done it before and we can, which is really cool to get to do that. But it's an option. Not saying like recommending it like you need to do that, but it's an option and it's there. Because I didn't know that before. The other thing that I try to keep in mind too, like this last month, I gave a lot of my credits to the 5th and the 10th customers. My customers on the 20th and the 25th, I ran out of credits. So it does kind of come by first come, first serve. But knowing that this month, I'm going to try and save some of those credits for those customers with bigger bulk orders that are running towards the end of the month. Otherwise, I'm going to start having them fall off because they're big orders and they love their Thrive. I want to help them keep thriving. The other thing with customer retention is also helping them understanding the referral product, understanding Hattie. Having them understand the refer to program. A lot of the customers that I still talk to don't understand it. So dropping in there, I wouldn't say I drill it into them, but making sure when I do follow up with them, at least like every other month, if I hadn't talked to them about it before, hey, like if you have customers that want to, if you want to start thriving for free and you bring me 2 people, I'll do all the work. If they want samples, I'll do all of that. Like you don't have to do any of the promoter work. I'll do that for you. Let's get you thriving for free. Take the work off of them because people are customers for a reason. They don't want to do the work. Otherwise they'd be promoters, right? So anyways, those are basic, like the absolute basics with my customer retention every single month. Any questions on that one real quick? Okay, sick. Next topic was a buddy system. This is the new one that we're gonna implement and we're gonna try it. I joked earlier that I've been using it with Bobby for a couple months, whether she's known it or not, but I have. We want to try and implement some kind of system where you find someone within the team that you love to work with. Now, within this team, we obviously know that this is a very positive place and we want to try and protect it like as much as we possibly can. So your buddy system or your upline, your placement upline, whoever it is, or your side sisters, like we don't want to be each other's doormats. We want to be each other's step ladders. And what that means, using each other to help each other climb, not keeping each other the same. Otherwise, where are we going? Why are we here? Like we want to build each other up as much as we possibly can. But we do understand that lives happen and crap just happens in life and we can't control it. So we're still a team and we're still here for each other. And I'm never going to knock that. This team has helped me with a lot of situations in the past. So I'm never going to downplay that. But with the buddy system, so I'm going to use Bobby and I for an example, is pick someone that pushes you within this community. Pick someone that makes you want to level up. Pick someone, whoever it is. Like literally you can choose whoever it is. Pick someone that makes you want to get out of your comfort zone, that makes you want to feel uncomfortable and makes you want to learn and get better. Bobby does that for me because her graphics are amazing. I need help in that area. She's so confident on camera. Like I could go on and on and on of how amazing Bobby is. We know that. We already know that. But Bobby helps me get out of my comfort zone because she is so creative. I run out of my creative juices very frequently because I get burnt out because I'm so competitive that I start to fall off, and then I need help to get back up. Bobby knows that about me. So every once in a while, I will reach out to her and I'll be like, yo, Bob's, like, I have shit for ideas. Like, I have nothing. I need help with posting ideas. Like, what do you got for me? And that's the buddy system. Bobby didn't know that at the time, but it was. That's the buddy system, is finding someone within this team that you can rely on, that's going to be like your accountability partner. So if you need help with posting and someone else is maybe a little bit better than that, go to that person. If someone else is a little bit better at being in their stories, but you're stronger at posting, like find those people and match up with them. Social media is how we grow this business. Social media is how we grow this business. Yeah, we can do a lot of it in person. Kathy's so like she gave samples to her deck person today. I don't know who does that. Kyra walks up to random people in decks and asks for their name, number, and email. Like you can do this in person, but to really build this business, it has to be on social media. Like that's just how it works these days, because everyone's on social media. Reels, stories, lives, your static post, doing I don't know what else, like other like all the things. Social media is a way to build your business. So we have to show that our storefront is open. And a lot of times, and I'm an example of this, I run out of ideas. So I need people on this team that I can help rely on to help give me some ideas. And Bobby is a great person of that. We have pages. We have the Relentless Ambition page. We have Grace on Fire page, both of those in which have post ideas on them as well. Frequently, I myself will also go on there and then go troll those guides because they have such good value to them. But with the buddy system, find that person that's going to make you level up going for these trip trackers. If going for these trip trackers is what you want to do, and maybe the summer heat bonus is still in your cards for 4K or 12K, that's still in your cards. Like find that other person that's also going for that makes you want to level up. I'm going in circles. I'm trying not to. Like I want some popcorn. It's just sitting in my face. But I know it's so bad. It's so bad. But find that person that wants to level up with you. Bobby yesterday, she asked me, hey, let's do a live together. And she immediately set a date. This is the time we're doing it. This is the topic. And I was like, this is really cool. And before that, I went ahead and sent one with Lacey. Set one with Lacey. Geez, I need to eat. I set one with Lacey. And same thing, told her the topic, told her the dates, getting that figured out. Like find those people that are going to help push you and level you up. If you need that help, go to your person, and make it a positive place for them. But it's also helping you get to know someone else on the team just a little bit better too. And then by the end of all of this, y'all are going to be on the next trip. You're going to be on the next trip together. Like I see every single one of you on the next trip, on the next getaway, every single one of you. It's doable. Break it down into the smallest pieces, the bite-sized pieces. Whether you want to sell 27 sculpts, like go at it, bad cat, like do it. If you want to sell 100, like 800 pack and just knock it out, do it. Like you can attack this trip tracker however you want. But I will say, stick close to the community, stick close to the fire. Your customer retention is gold. It's the bread and butter. But you also have to be willing to work your business and say that your storefront is open. Try new things. Show that your storefront is open and get out of your comfort zone. However that looks to you. Everyone's different. For me, finding my creative juices again. It's finding posting topics. I struggle in that area and I have for a minute now. So we're plugging right along with that topic. But start now. If you want to go on this trip, start now. Make that plan. Be excited. Be excited about it because it changes everything. When we went to Mexico, God, when we went to Mexico, like it was a trip I will literally never forget ever. That is where like nicknames started. That is where like inside jokes started. like the crazy pictures, crazy first reels. Some of you girls, like I met you for the first time there, and that was bananas. But like literally within one day, it was like, I've known you my whole life. Like I don't even care anymore. Like the trips change everything. They really do. The last thing that I didn't want to say about the trips, because I don't want it to shut you down before you ever even get started. I don't want it to shut you down. They have it set to only like the first 200 to qualify for this trip. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about it. Throw it out the door. Don't even worry about it. They set that for Miami, and they still had open spots by the time that we went to that trip. Like, just because they say that it's capped out at 200 doesn't mean it's going to be filled. Just because they have it capped out at 100 doesn't mean it's going to be filled. Do not pay attention to what the cap amount is. Pay attention to what is required, and break it down into the simplest form, and just start now. Like, just start running sales. So with that being said, any other questions about trip trackers? Being excited, starting now, finding your buddy, leveling up. I'm so excited. I want to know where it's at. Any questions?
I don't have a question, but I do have something that I want to share with you guys. When it comes to sharing, and I've been seeing this a lot. I'm a very observant person, and you don't have to say a whole lot. When it comes to like tackling like your goals, okay, when it comes to like, I'm going to regain 4K or hit 4K for the first time or go for 12K, whatever it is, when you start going, I'm going to tell you there's going to be a dip, okay? And it is normal, but that's when it comes to what are you planning? What are you setting aside first thing in the morning? I have to tell you, if you're not making time first thing in the morning for yourself, figuring out what that plan is, the rest of your day is going to go to shit. It is. Because mindfully, when you are subconsciously telling yourself you want to tackle these things, and I've shared this before and I share it with my team all the time, every single morning, I don't go to personal development. I don't go to TV, whatever it is. I will pull out my notes and I will go back through my social media, my posts, the last 9 posts that I have done. Then I go back to my stories and I audit myself. And I'm honest with myself. Is my person getting the information that I want to share with them? Am I serving them, or I'm just being a billboard? We're not a billboard. Okay. So when it comes to sharing about the products, don't be doing like sell graphics. Okay. And what I mean by that is describing a product like 3 times in a row. And then I've been playing around with this, and this is why I'm saying this. When you do a sell graphic, come back with a social proof, come back with you talking, and then ask, how can I help you, versus a sale. The words that you speak resonate a lot more with people, versus, because people can read through a lot what we're saying, right? So when it comes to this trip, like, talk about how excited you are. When it comes to the business, what are the things that got you excited? For me, was the auto bonus. I didn't earn the auto bonus. It took me, 8 months, and I finally earned the auto bonus. This month, I've officially have been able to maintain 12K for a year and that auto bonus. But the thing is, I manifested for so long that I wasn't going to fail at it. And I wanted to bring people along with me, and I shared the information with them. I shared about other people's stories, what they've been through, what they're going on in their life, because life changes, right? So showing that you're honest, that your audience, that I'm a human too, like shit happens, this summer, it gets crazy, right? Everything's unpredictable. Things happen unexpectedly that you didn't want to happen, and it happened. And you had all these goals, but I can tell you, you can work this in the pocket of every day that you have. It's just you being intentional and being honest with yourself. How bad do you want it? What is your goal? Is it being able to make $100 a month? Heck, mine started at my daughter's $35 dance fee and the gas. That's all I wanted. That's it. That's all I wanted. And I shared about that story, and I still share about that story. So your audience needs to get to know you. Do they know what you do? Do you work a 9 to 5? Like, do they know what you do? What are the things that you struggle with? Are you a mom? Homesteading. Those are the things that your audience wants to know besides thrive, because those are the things that are going to build that stress. Then they're going to ask those questions. What is that sticker? Like, what are those things? So all I just want to say to you guys is have fun with it. You got to find the fun and joy in this. And that comes down to, how are you showing up on your social media? You get to decide what your page is. Nobody else does. How awesome is that? That's pretty cool to me. So don't be afraid to be honest with yourself. Don't be afraid to ask somebody else, like, hey, could you audit this for me? Like, what do you get when you come to my page? And be open to what they say. And then you can make adjustments, because that's how we grow, right? We grow together. And being able to ask those questions, you are going to go far. So that's all I had to say.
Yes, I couldn't have said it better myself. It just always speaks fire, always. And Bobby's right. Like, if you're not earning all of this stuff right now, it's okay. Like, we can still talk about that stuff. I missed the first trip. We both did. We missed the first lifestyle getaway that we had the opportunity to earn, like, missed it bigger than shit. But the next one we came back and smashed. And then we had girls from our team coming. Like, you can make a comeback story. Just because you're not earning auto bonus right now doesn't mean you won't. Just because you haven't earned the first big trip, like, doesn't mean you won't in the future. You have to keep talking about it. And that's what Bobby's saying. You have to keep talking about it, even if it's not something that is happening right now. Auto bonus, the trips, the bonuses, your side sisters winning. Kathy, who was it that just earned the VIPs on your account? Shit. Sarah. Yeah, Sarah. So Sarah, she just earned VIP 400 and 800. We as a team, like, we have the rights to share that too. As her accomplishment, as the opportunity that we have with this business to be able to grow and show other people the opportunities. Kaylee, she just earned her 4K summer heat bonus. We as a team have the right to share that as if, like, she was your own person that just hit that. Share from that angle that even if they're not personally enrolled to you, but they're still part of your team, we can share all of that. Share all that. Even if you personally are not earning that stuff, like, that doesn't mean you won't in the future. But if you're not able to put yourself to the side and share others winning, it's not gonna be as likely that you're gonna see wins yourself. We have to see others winning first as leaders in this business, as a team sometimes, and that's hard. It's very hard when we're very competitive people. Like, believe me, I know. But when you learn to overcome that and you start sharing other people's successes, and then it's like the universe juice just starts pouring back into you, like, oh, let me give to you. Like, you're putting so much good vibes out there. Like, let me start pouring back into you. Like, this is just how the ebbs and flows of it works. So anyways, share all the things, do all the things, be excited. This is going to be a great month. This is a big month. This is a really big month. So anyways, okay, bye. Bye, team. Bye.